Most days, the captains of Chatham Strait work alone. Long hours full of navigating, strategizing, and lifting to land hundreds of pounds of fish for their anglers. Occasionally, they have the opportunity to take along a deckhand who can aid the captain in everything from rigging lines to netting fish. Today, we have all hands on deck, but the captain still calls the shots, and the captain is always right. Deep in remote southeast Alaska, there lies a fishing paradise like no other.
Big fish.
Alaska's fishing paradise.
Well, Keith, welcome aboard once again. This is Jill. I'm Captain John, and here is Malcolm. Malcolm is one of our new captains, so he's coming along with us to deckhand and also to learn some of the spots that he hasn't been to before. And each of us has our own techniques, so he's learning different techniques, because anytime you can go fishing with somebody different, you pick up something different and then kind of adapt it to your own style. But you hail from Virginia, and you came up here for the first time to Alaska?
First time in Alaska. Yesterday was awesome. It was the first time I've been to Alaska. First time I started to get into some serious fish. I mean, it was like awesome. Scenery, everything's perfect. Except when the rain came in. It was kind of a little tricky and dicey, but it was still turned out pretty good.
Today, what we're going to do, we're going to head over to Danger like we did yesterday and try and get as much bait as we can. It's going to be a long day. I've already got a little bit of bait in our bait box, but if we can get some more fresh bait, along with maybe catching a turbot, which the halibut love, the cod love, everything loves that. So we do want to get as much of the bait fish as we can. Once we get our bait fish, we're going to head north of Parker, and I'm going to put you on some fantastic halibut fishing. I took a group of 4 north of Parker just the other day, and we had 16 halibut landed in an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, they kept 4. We ended up releasing bigger than what we kept, because it's a guessing game. When you can catch the fish up to 44 inches this year, and you get one that's 40 inches, you say, do I keep it or do I put it back? So you've got to make that determination. And usually we say, hey, let's keep it. A 40 incher is a really nice fish.
This is a typical cold front that we have, which normally we get in the fall. This is a little bit early for them, but there's quite a bit of moisture with it. It rained a lot last night. This is Sunday morning, August 17th. And we're at Danger Point now, which is about 3 miles from the lodge. We're looking for some herring to jig. It's pretty windy here now. We're probably blowing 25 right now. Hey Dave, we'll try it again here. From about 40 feet down. 40 feet down.
My official title is the Gear and Tackle Manager. So I deal with all of the boot shed equipment, our rain gear, getting captains outfitted with their daily needs, tackle, things for self-guide as well, but they also have me doing deckhanding, which is an absolute blast.
So this is solid herring here, and these are probably salmon marks right above it. It's a pretty good sized school of Cove here. 50 feet down now. I'm going to swing around, the wind's going to blow me around, then I'll back into it a little bit. There we go. Now we're in the bait.
Yeah, we'll have to move a little bit. We drifted out of them, guys. So reel them up real quick. Or just hold on to your weight when they get in. You're welcome.
Providence, this is Achilles McQueen. Yeah, there's a pretty good school here, but the wind's blowing so hard it's hard to stay in them for us.
I just see it coming up now.
The Providence has side scanning sonar, so he can see out to the side. His sonar system goes through the hole and then it rotates, so he can see all the way around. So it's directional. He can locate the schools of bait or salmon or bottom fish. So he's a good guy to follow around.
Alaska's fishing paradise is brought to you by Whalers Cove Lodge.
There you go. Counter is set. Go down 30 feet. Yeah, there's a lot of bait right here, guys. Lots of it. I had Malcolm, he's a new captain here, and I'm showing him some of the spots, and also he's trying to see the different techniques that all of us captains have, because we all do a different cut plug, we all do different halibut fishing styles, and he's able to, see everybody's different techniques and learn from that and learn the different spots. So it was fun to have him on board. 30 to 50 feet, they are down there. Here, what you want to do is grab that lead, and then that'll keep the hooks out of our fingers. Lift the tip. There you go. Ah, you're getting them. Stella May, Jill.
Got it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bait right on the outside, right in the kelp here.
Perfect, that sounds great. We're gonna come in and nail it with you.
Remember, don't reel the swivel all the way up. Leave it 2 feet back, and then just swing in and grab the weight. Just remember, each one of these represents a fish you get to catch later. There's the first Christmas tree. All right, that's what it looks like.
Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Not short one, but a Christmas tree.
What?
How deep are you?
30, 40? They're all over.
Located 60 miles south of Juneau, all visitors to the remote Killisnoo Island arrive by ferry or float plane. A small fleet of 3 to 5 planes comes to the island twice per week during fishing season to drop off excited new anglers and return successful ones back to Juneau with boxes full of fish. The float plane pilots stagger their departures from Juneau so that the planes can pull up to the island's solitary dock one at a time, with the next plane landing just as the previous one takes flight. And within an hour of setting foot on Killisnoo Island, the new visitors are out on a boat, rod in hand. Every summer, Captain Albert Howard's son Clinton deckhands for him on the AK Santa Maria.
We're gonna go get herring. I think we're gonna go try salmon. We did pretty good on salmon yesterday up at Parker. See if they're still there. If they're not, I want to catch the afternoon tide for a halibut. That's plan A. Plan B might come later.
Five of them.
Well, he had 6 one fell off. If he was really good, he'd have 7 with six hooks. Feels like you could be in a Ricola commercial or something. You think he can be in a Ricola commercial?
Yeah, I think so.
Ricola.
Back aboard the AK Santa Maria, Captain Albert pauses to let his guests watch the humpback whales feed.
Today I think we're going to talk about the humpback whales. Actually, there's several species of whales, but the humpback whales are the by far the most abundant in this area. Where we're located is kind of the epicenter of the concentration of humpback whales in Alaska. The reason they're here is for feeding. But basically the herring concentrations in here are higher than most places in Alaska because they have not been harvested commercially. We're bubble net feeding, surface feeding. They have all kinds of ways of feeding. But bubble net feeding is real spectacular because they're in groups of 6 to 20, all feeding together in sort of fashion. They'll move along until they spot by their sonar what the biggest ball of herring is. So then the leader dives down and they all follow. So there's one whale, he dives down, he circles the spot that they're going to target, and as he does, or she does, blows a ring of bubbles. Some of the bubbles are that big around, so he emits air. As the air rises, that forms a net. We got the pectoral fins that are white on the underside and dark on the top. So as they move through the water, they flash those pecks, and the leader also emits a high-pitched squeal. So as they circle, then they're emitting this noise, they're flashing the fins, they're concentrating on this circle like this net. All of the whales, I've seen up to 31 of them feeding in one group. All of them go right up through that circle, and their mouths are right next to each other. So whatever herring fall out of one goes into another. So they do that all day long. They eat approximately 1,000, from 800 to 1,000 pounds of feed, like of herring, per day. They're stunning bait, so the birds are there, sea lions are following them around, and so are the fish. So the salmon are actually following them and hoping to pick up them herring. They're feeding right next to us.
Straight Talk is sponsored by Ray Marine. Don't just go fishing, go hunting underwater with Ray Marine.
We had a guy in Wisconsin once, he was walking a trail, never thinking about the bears. He was eating a candy bar, chocolate. He looks behind him and he's got a bear about 10 yards behind him. He throws the candy bar and he probably did a 3-second mile back to the cabin.
We're fishing now. So
Yeah, I know, but
we're doing fishing stories now.
I don't have well, I'm getting good fishing stories now. That's for telling when I get home. Oh, shoot.
Joe, this is Gillis McLean.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the weather like where you're fishing?
Yeah, I'm right by the point, and it's real fishable. I just haven't seen anything. And like I said, the Kaylee Sue went up to Parker, but I'm going to hang out here for a while and go fish, and then I'm going to go on the search.
Right. Okay, well, we're right in the channel here, close to the bluff, and there's quite a bit of feed here. I think we'll drag a dead herring here.
Thanks for the info.
So I'm shutting this engine down and going to the trolling motor. kind of flay these out.
Yeah.
Rod tip up for me.
Rod tip up.
Good job.
We got one in the boat, guys.
That'd be a nice fish.
Hey, 2 in a row, that's not bad.
It's good to be in Alaska.
Dick, are we taking that cut plug rig off?
Yeah, and put that on for the surface rod. Leave the lid on it and just put a strip on that now. Use this hand up here. And you lift, you don't crank like hell. You lift and reel down at the same speed. Hey, Super Dave struck again.
It's a disease after 27 years of catching fish, you still want to catch another one.
What do you think, boss?
Let me just make one more swing through here. I found I've got my circle of death located a little bit.
My goal with the deckhanding is to eventually work up enough hours to get my captain's license so I can be on the water every day instead of in an office working. So this is the best office you could ask for. Switch your hand to the front here. It'll be a lot easier on you. Up there you go.
And right up here, keep that.
Rod tip all the way up. Sandy, walk right over to this corner for me.
Hey, that's a beauty. Man, look at the size of that guy. That's got to be 15 pounds.
That was great. That's probably the biggest fish I've caught.
All in all, it was a big family experience out here, just goofing off, laughing, catching fish, having fun in the rain.
Fish on.
I don't know. But it's good. Thumbs up.
Wait, give it back to her. I've got to send one to the boss so you can hold your fish again. And I know how to make them look really big. Okay. Yeah, I think Petey's is still bigger.
Hey, this is a nice catch. This is going to be some good eating fish, and you're getting it bite ons right now. Excellent.
Well, my first held it.
And these are what you call a ping pong paddle?
Oh yeah?
Because you can freeze the whole thing like that?
You need to go back, don't you? Or you're not going to.
No, he's got milk on his mouth, so we'll send him back.
Shaker?
Yeah, you fought it too long in a train.
Hello, Lebanon, guys. I'm here, you're not.
There you go. Nice one. Southeast Wisconsin. Southeast Africa. Yeah. I'm so excited I got a fish.
All right, Keith, let's go ahead and send that right to the bottom. What we're doing, what we've got here, we've got this UV squid here, hunk of bait, J-hook. So let them take it a little bit because the halibut are going to be a little more aggressive. Count to about 3 and then really come up, reel down, and then kind of hit them again. And we've got 2 hooks, one without a squid and one with. You want to rest that right on the bottom. So let that hit bottom and occasionally just lift up and down because that kind of gets them excited to see this bait, you know, doing this. Go ahead, hit. He's on there. That's a double turbot. We cut our bait in half so that we get a bunch of blood in the water to get a good scent trail going down current. Oh, you got a Pacific cod.
I'm hoping for a halibut.
That might be halibut there. Oh, there you go. Now here's a halibut. So that's one that we're gonna definitely release.
Start reeling them in. I think he's on now.
The cod comes up and does this, and the turbot comes up and he's just playing with it, making that rod kind of do that, whereas a halibut. All right, Keith, wait, let him eat. Start reeling. Oh yeah, he's taking a lot. That's halibut, my man. All right. Here he comes. Now put your other hand around here and pull that baby up.
Man, it was like what I dreamed of, what I expected of it.
Alaska's fishing paradise is brought to you by Whalers Cove Lodge. Closed captioning is provided by Courier's Certified Welding.
Tom caught the monster. Fish of the day.
Always listen to the captain. Things go good.
Did you hear that, Jim? Yeah, I heard that. Okay. Always do what the captain says because he's always right.
Ooh, I like that one. I'll give you $1 if you say that one, Rudy.
Always listen to the captain.